another weekly preview, AK47 over at Prime Trading Investments, and of course, Tradecaster.com. The very last trading week of September 2024. Here we come. Next week into October. I think we have one trading day next week, would be last day of September, which is the 30th on Monday. But kind of went through this, go back and watch my last weekly preview and where I said we'd go with the SPY, not knowing if we would get zero, as in no rate cuts, 0.25 or 0.5. We got 0.5. Didn't quite get to the levels I thought we'd get to. Let's break down the all-time highs we're at now. Crucial to be holding essentially the previous all-time high. So we go to the 1 year, 1 day. We can see here this 565 mark essentially was the all-time high back in July. We about tipped it a few times here recently, and you can see now we're trying to bounce off of it. So I would say right around 565 is going to be needs to be that holding juncture for continuation up. If we do hold that, in my opinion, I could easily see us doing what we've done a lot of the time. We got to this high area and just kind of channel up heading into the last week of the month. So what I'll say is my normal high of the week would be watch for a pop over Friday's high and essentially for a move into Thursday's high, all-time high. That'll be my normal high of the week. Ultimate high of the week pushes it up to 575 with maybe a move to 577.50. Maybe the 578.75 rule. I just don't think we'd see 580 this week. On the way back on down, 565 is going to be key. I will say, though, that won't be my normal low of the week. It'll be back down somewhere right around here, 560-ish area to 561. The low from last Monday through Wednesday. Your ultimate lows would lead for a move down to the Thursday before last high of day, which is right around 559.30 or so. And then under that, watch for a pullback down to this little area right there to 557. I don't think we'd get too much lower than this 557, 556.50 mark for ultimate low of the week. Maybe a move to this old resistance area, 553, 554. And then kind of the low from Thursday before last for your ultimate low of the week. Before you move to Apple, let's do this. Big sell-off on Friday afternoon. Watch for that crack back under this kind of support. We have a lot of room to run, in my opinion. The breakout was over 25.50, which I alerted in my morning alerts on Thursday for everyone to go live. Banking play as it went all the way up to 2, all the way up to 233 come Friday. Almost an $8 move from the breakout point. That'll be my normal low of the week. For a crack back down to 25.50-ish area, that'll be my normal low of the week. Ultimate low of the week, watch for a crack back down somewhere through this area, right around 222. Over to AMD, big juncture this week will be if we get through this downtrend right here for the pop up to Friday's high of day, then to Thursday's high of day. That'll be my normal high of the week, and I know that's not that far away, but we could do this. This could easily happen as we pop up this week. Ultimate high of the week, over 159.25. Got to use that 4 hour, in my opinion. Go what you want to with, but find that next resistance, which is going to be right there, of 162. And I'll go a little higher than that for my ultimate high of the week, over 162. Watch for a pop into this 162, it's 162.80 to 163.50 mark. That'll be my ultimate high of the week. I don't think we quite get back up to the 165 area. For the way back on down, you can see what's going to be pretty important. It's going to be old resistance and trying to become a new support right around 154 down to about 153. If we do crack down this 152.50 mark, I'll go a little bit lower for normal low of the week because you can see this juncture right here, high of day, low of day. Crack of that, and it's going to be a lot of congestion through here. Watch for a move down to this 51.50 mark for your normal low of the week. Ultimate low of the week definitely takes it through 150 down to right around right here. 149.25, 148.75 roll, maybe down to 148. Over to Amazon. Moving on up here. Crazy on Friday. Moves up, down all over the place, you can see. Over this 190, 185 mark, I'm going to go definitely higher than that for your normal high of the week. Your normal high of the week moves it up to around 193, 192.50 minimum, and then up to around 193.50. 193.50 up to around 194, you can see we start getting to a lot of old congestion. That'll be my normal high of the week. Ultimate high of the week takes it up to the top part of that around 196.50. Maybe a little higher to 197.85 area, somewhere through there. For your way back on down, let's go back to that 15-day, 15-minute. Big junctures from Friday. High of day from Thursday, and that reversal right here on Friday is going to be key to hold 190.70-ish. Or we're cracking to 190, then to 189.15. Under that to that 188.75 area, anywhere from Wednesday's high of day, somewhere around that. Once you crack through Tuesday's low, And that little support shelf right about right there-ish at 189, 10, 15, you're cracking down to Wednesday's low of 188.75 and kind of the highs, I should say, the high from Wednesday and the lows from Thursday. Crack of lows from Thursday, you're down to this low from Friday. That'll be my normal low of the week, right around 187.50. Ultimate lows take it through down to 186, possibly down to 185 for your ultimate lows. Over to Goog, city limits. Popping on the way up, 165.35, I should say, to 166 going to be key. Go back to that 4 hour. Haven't been over it since, about a month now. And you can the area I figure we can get up to is right around here. So over that 165.66 mark, watch for a pop up to 167.65. Over that to 168.50.75 roll. That'll be my normal high of the week. Ultimate high then pops it up to 170 with maybe a move to 170, 30, 50 area. On the way down, holding Friday and Thursday's low of day right there is going to be key. So watch for that. That'll be my normal low of the week. Honestly, though, right here, this 162.50 mark. Ultimate low cracks it back down through to 160, 165, which then could see a good pullback down all the way to 160, if not 159.35. Your ultimate lows will be way down here yonder in the Chattahoochee. I honestly wouldn't be surprised with that. I almost want to include this for my normal low of the week. That's a definite possibility. For a normal week to get back down to this old breakout area of 160, 150. Over to Meta. There we go. Over 564.50. We're going all-time highs, which to me would probably get up to around 570 for a normal high of the week. 575 to 580-ish for your ultimate highs. For your way back on down, watch for a crack back under 560 down to around 556.25. Under that, then you're down to around 555.30 to 555. Below that down here to around 550 or 546.50 for your normal low of the week. Actually, you know what? That's going to be my ultimate lows. Watch for your normal low of the week. This move's pretty big. Nope, I'm going there. Normal low of the week right here, 546.25, 35 area. That low from Thursday. Ultimate lows takes it back down into Wednesday's high, then to Tuesday's high, and I think we could crack even through that all the way down here to around 534 to 530 for your ultimate low of the week. Somewhere in there, last Tuesday and Wednesday's low for your ultimate lows. For Microsoft, watch for a pop up, 442.50, normal high of the week. Pretty gross on the way up there. Use these reversal areas that I'm looking for, right? So 542 to 542.50, normal high of the week. Ultimate high of the week, got to go back to that 4 hour here and see where we'd get over 442.50 to 443, which would be right here to 445 to 446. Sorry, guys, for your ultimate high of the week. For the way back on down, watch for a crack of Friday's low, then down to Tuesday's low, down to Wednesday's low, and then down to last Monday's low for your normal low of the week, right around 428.75. Your ultimate low of the week would take it back down to 425, maybe down to 424 right through here. Over to NVDA here. Watch for another micro downtrend break for a pop-up. I'm still going to stick with this 121-ish area as resistance for your normal high of the week. Ultimate high of the week, probably about like last week, and just as in, well, I say kind of like last week, about the same levels, but you can see over this 121.50, 175 mark we can go. And over that, should get a good pop up to 122.50, then to 123.50, which I'll be normal or ultimate high of the week, 123.50 area. For your way back on down here, watch back under Friday's low of day of 115.35 for your move down to, which you can also see that's Thursday before last low of day. And then you'll be cracking this low, right? So that then you're down to 114.80. Normal low, you're down to this 113 mark. Crack of that, you're down to 112.50. Somewhere in there for your normal low of the week. Ultimate low is easy down to this 112 reversal. If we crack that, we're all the way back down to 110. Ultimate lows at 110. To the Qs. Getting into the spooky season. Back over 484. Watch for the pop up to 486.25. That'll be my normal high of the week. Ultimate high of the week over 86.25. Watch for a pop up to 90. 490 ultimate high of the week. For your way down, watch back under this 480 mark. Then down to Friday's low of 478. 478.25. Underneath that, watch for a crack back down, kind of the resistance area, which is right around 476, 477 area. Normal lows there. Ultimate lows back to the bottom. Support of all that, which is around 471 to 470. SMCI, really channel-bound play here recently. I'll go normal high of the week, somewhere between 460 to 470. Ultimate high of the week, back up to 475. Over that, could see a move. Finally, if we get a big day, to about 495. And I'll show you where I get that from. 490, 495. That would be right here from that support right there. That's actually 480, 475. So I doubt we'd even get up to that lower shadow probably. We might. Very highly unlikely. On the way back on down is your normal low of the week, right around 430, the support from all of last week. Your ultimate low would be a crack of that for a move down to 420. And in my opinion, could be seeing this 410 area. I don't think all the way down to 400. I think the move up is better than the move down. But I will say 410 to 400 ultimate lows. Normal low 430. Lastly here, Tesla. Been moving up pretty nicely here. Beautiful top shelf resistance at 44.50 built in kind of from 2 days in a row there. That's my normal high of the week. Ultimate high of the week, take it back up to 47.50. Over 47.50, you're up to the 50 mark. So somewhere around here in those three resistance lines would be your ultimate high of the week. 247.50 up to around 250 itself. For your lows, back under 237 down to 235.75. Underneath that, watch for a move down to around 234.50 to 233-ish. And that'll be my normal low of the week, somewhere where that red line is. Ultimate low, just because we move into a lot of congestion, so it'd take a big sell-off. But we have to include that. We might get it one day, but you can see there's a lot of chart to get through. It would take us to the bottom of that down to 226 to 225 for your ultimate low of the week. Not a play I like the most out of any of them. Just out of the gate right here for a Monday type of trade, there's nothing I'm liking. Unfortunately, we're just not in that chart set up anywhere across the board with any of these plays. Amazon actually is not bad for that breakout over 192 since we haven't been over it in quite a while. But really, other than that, a lot of these plays are starting to channel. Maybe up at, from Friday in the big pullback, so maybe back over Friday's high of day. But there's nothing I'm saying right now. Like Meta could be one over 565, right? Because you're at new all-time highs. That could really go and do its own little thing. But just going through the rest of these plays, and you can see there's nothing that's really that nice. So the ones I just mentioned would be the ones you'd be looking for tomorrow. Or maybe even to Tuesday for the breakouts. Not really any good crack zones in here right now. Could be not a great week to trade, to be honest. Again, last week wasn't that great either because of the rate hikes. Or rate cuts, I should say. Rate cuts. Lost boys, lost girls, have a great, safe, blessed rest of your weekend. Food-filled as well. Should have been food-filled already. See you back in Money Monday if you're in TradeCaster, of course, on YouTube. Have a great weekend. And have a great week. Be green. Stay smart. You know the rules. See you next week.